What's up, guys? It's Kevin back in with a quick new video, just showing you guys what I've been doing and what I've been working on. Now, today is Sunday. I was actually going to start working on the Civic yesterday. Some things came up. I needed some parts. So, first thing this morning, I had to go get some head bolts from Pull Apart. I had to get a power steering belt and a... what was the other thing? Power steering belt and... oh, valve cover gasket. So, I got the head all cleaned up here, as you can see. Now, seafoam is actually really good to clean these heads up. It's just as good as brake cleaner or gas or whatever. Of course, I got the intake manifold off of it, got the distributor off, and the valve cover. Like I said, didn't have a valve cover gasket, did not have the power steering belt and the head bolt, so I had to go get all that. Now, I did get the walls inside the cylinders. You can see here, I got those cleaned up, and I got the pistons cleaned up, which came out pretty damn good. But it does look like at some point this motor, and I'm not sure if it's too close here, but at some point this motor actually broke the timing belt and bent some valves, because there's some gashes here in the pistons. They're not bad or whatever, but it looks like it's only the number 4 and the number 1 piston. But you can tell this timing belt is pretty much brand new. So what I got to do now is put the intake manifold on and get everything plugged up, and then put the head on, torque that down. Hopefully there's no issue with the threads on the block or anything like that. Slide the timing belt on, button everything back up, and hopefully the damn thing runs, but we'll see. But I'm going to cut the video and I'll be back as soon as I'm done with all this. Okay guys, we are back and the car is done. Now, I did run into some issues when it comes to the car. The first issue is when I got everything back together, and I didn't even notice this until I got it back together. I went to put the spark plug wires back on, and I guess because it overheated, as you can see here, all of the plastic was broken off on the spark plug, so that took me a while to get done. And another issue that it had was I started it up and I drove it for about 20 minutes and it wanted to start overheating again. I was like, shit. But you got to realize that when you buy a car that's overheating, head gaskets usually don't just go out. There's another issue that it's going to have. So in this case, it was actually the thermostat was sticking. But as you can see, I got it cleaned up. I could actually clean it up a little bit better and like wax it and make it look better. But I just got bored with it, and I've had other things to do. As you can see, the interior came out pretty good. Not bad at all. So, I mean, not bad considering, you know, it's a $160 car. Now, in total, it was $160 for the car. It was $40, I want to say $40 for the head gasket, the head bolts, and the belt and all that was like another $6. So, I mean, in total, I'm just a little bit over $200 into this car. And now it does run and drive great. Everything is back together. The only issue I have right now, and I can't start it up, is this battery is completely dead. So I gotta go get a battery from Walmart. Then it'll be good to go. But yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of waxing on the scratches. Most of that came out. I mean, the body overall is in pretty good shape. Paint's in pretty good shape besides the pilling on the bumpers. But you know, for like 120, 130, I mean, 230, 240 bucks total for this car. And it's running and driving good. Aftermarket wheels, good tires, you really can't beat it. So, like I said, again, I'm sorry it took so long. I've just been busy with other things. I'm finally situated on the Miata, so I can start working on it. Another thing that I realized a couple days ago is I was going through one of my old toolboxes and found these yellow injectors. And I was like, what the hell does these injectors go to? So I started looking up the part number, and these are actually, I believe they're 430cc injectors out of a Mazda RX-8. And the cool thing about this is they will drop plug and play into the Miata. So these injectors are what most people use for when they turbo their car. So I've got all 4 of these. And all 4 of them, I remember, was working because I was going to use them in something else. So that's one less thing I got to buy. when I start to turbo this car, which I'm starting to look at turbos now. Like I said, I do want to stay with like a cheaper kit until I blow the motor, but it'll be fun to see how it comes out. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. Sorry this video took forever to get out. Like I said, I just had other things going on, and this stuff and making YouTube videos is not the only thing I do. I have a lot of other stuff that I do, and sometimes it's just tough for me to get around or get motivated when you're tired and you're just so busy worrying about other things going on. But I'll try to step it up. Hopefully I can get rid of this car today and buy something else tomorrow, and I'll make another video. I'll talk to you guys later.